Arr. I still have my villagers in there, which I was using for price estimations. Are we live? I think we're live. We're bouncing backwards. Come on, YouTube. What are you doing? There we go. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another quick stream. Not going to be on for forever today. Only I got maybe 30, 45 minutes or so to keep working on this castle. But as always, usually Mondays, we do a bunch of streaming and, or at least a little bit of streaming as we work on this castle. And we've got, excuse you, I'm doing an intro to the stream right now. Thank you very much. As usual, we've got way too many things to work on and a lot. I'm going to do a quick update that I did get off stream. A couple of things done up here. If we follow these stairs, I want this whole place to be very walkable. So I've been trying to get stairs and everything, but we have a whole nice armory set up in here, as well as a little bit of a barracks, I guess, in this area that you can run quickly up the stairs if you need to and grab a bow, grab some arrows, and start shooting down, defending the castle from whoever it is that comes inside. We need to texture this place because it's all just stone brick at the moment, very plain stone brick. But that's okay. And, oh, that could be cool. Is it going to be a problem if I... Is that kind of weird? I don't think that's weird. It's kind of got a fence on both sides, but I think that looks kind of nice. We got epic music today. Epic fantasy music. And then we come up here. We've got the... I think... So this is east, west. This is the south wall. And then there's the north wall over there. So south wall over here. You can see all of the wool from areas that I have not built down there. That's going to be a whole different project that I'm going to have to figure out at some point. But not dealing with that right now. No siree. All right, what we're going to focus on, I think right now, is this area. We've already got this area in here pretty well figured out. I need to download the light thing. I already talked about that last time. Was that I need a good check the light levels mod. Because I like light to be kind of moody without being overwhelming. And obviously I don't want dark spots to easily seen. Okay, so I think if we do maybe 3 like this, I'm trying to figure out how to do like a little office where like the commander of the barracks here generally is stationed, where he does all of his planning and everything, and people can kind of come and give him reports and whatnot. So if we do a spruce chair, we're gonna get rid of the armor. I can go get the armor again from upstairs if need be. And signs. All right, spruce chair, and then we'll put signs on either side. And then normally I want to, and I don't do this normally, but I think this time I'm actually going to put a lectern here. And then if we do, I think that works, but let's add a bookshelf over here. Oh, that's going to connect to the wall, which is going to look kind of weird. Yeah, so instead what we'll do is we'll put a bookshelf here. We'll put drawers there. I'll put another spruce there. And now it kind of just looks like, you know, the outside. Can we do, what if we do all 4? Is that too much? I don't know if that's too much. It does kind of block the walkway here, just a smidgen. We could back this whole thing up by 1. That look better? That might look better. Let's do the whole thing. This is why we play in creative, because I'm very indecisive and I keep figuring new ways that I think things would look better. We could also just leave the chair tucked in like this. Nah. We're gonna go all the way. Commit. And let's put some candles here. Grab a flint and light it. Light it up, up, light it up, up. And then I think a barrel here. No, I wanted a bookshelf, like an actual bookshelf. Kind of looks just a smidgen silly. Like it's wider on the top than on the bottom. Wish I could add some trapdoors on the sides of the signs. But we don't really need those there. Because he can have books on that side too. And then what we can do is do a stripped wood. I think like this. Put that in the corner. That kind of fills in that edge of the bookshelf. Well, we'll take it. It'll be what it'll be. I just didn't want any weird books sitting over there. That'd be kind of weird. Like, you have to reach around the side to get those books. It'd be kind of cool if you had... you could choose which side books appeared on the bookshelf, but no such luck. Alright, we're gonna get a book and quill. And then we're gonna get a item frame. And we're gonna get paper. We do have the chiseled bookshelf, which is directional. It's true. We could just do 2 chiseled bookshelves and throw a bunch of books on it. Maybe that's what we do. It would look a little less weird. Let's actually do that because... There we go. So if we do the chiseled bookshelf, we can take all of this off. I thought it'd be kind of fun to do a little potted plant over here. Maybe cherry blossom. Add a little bit of color in this area. Oh, I didn't grab the cherry blossom leaves. There we go. And then we'll fill in... Probably would have less books on the top shelf than the bottom shelf, because the bottom shelf would be easier to fill up. So, there you go. Here's his reports. Captain... I don't know, what do you think? Jerome? Captain Jerome? Think of something else. Oh, we could add... Oh, this would be kind of cool. What if we haven't done this really before. We could do... This might take a minute, but I think it'd be worth it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, great. That's what's gonna do is we don't have a spot for it, do we? There we go. So we really only need one of these because in creative, it's gonna keep spitting out the same one over and over again. So there we go. Okay. So if we put this one there, I think we need to go one bigger. No, I wanted a detailed map of the castle. So I guess what we need to do then is actually, we'll do that. We'll put this in the center. That's neat. All right. So then we need to go grab ourselves some more maps. I got the top of the castle. And we'll trash all of this. I want to keep... Well, I guess we don't really need that banner. I can duplicate that banner, and I've duplicated... This is the main banner we're using, and the reverse of it, but... let's see here. So, middle... We put the middle here. We got this one. We gotta get the top up here a little bit. There we go. Let me come down. Put that over here. We've already used this middle one, so we really don't need that. Now that we have this one's going to be in this corner down here. I'm using kind of a system for keeping track of which maps I need. So if it's confusing for you right now, don't worry about it. It'll all make sense in a moment. All right. It's kind of a 3x3 grid, in which the 3x3 grid is my inventory. Grab the bottom corner there. And we'll have to come back and redo some of these maps, which is usually the case, once we add more down here where the bridge is, because that bridge is not done. That's okay. Yeah, like, it's got to have all the wool in it. That'll be fun. And then in here, our last one. Which we have a lot of stuff I want to build up here too. So, man, this project is going to take forever. 17 years. I'm one of those Minecraft YouTubers that's like, I've been building the same castle for 25 years. I got 4 kids and 2 mortgages now, and I'm still not done with my castle. All right, you up there. And then you there. Skip. Boom. Oh, that looks awesome. You know what? We might need to add another candle. Get rid of you. I'll come back for you maps later. What I might do instead of adding more candles for more light is we have a lantern here. I might switch that into putting a chain on it. I can't type. That good enough? Yeah, that's pretty good. Look at that! What a castle! What a castle! That you can actually see which builds we've done the texturing on the roofs. All of this, because the red is bricks and the rest of it's granite. And then which roofs we haven't done any of the texturing on. That's fine. We'll come back and update this sometime in the future. I really want to take this river. Actually, built, I think I redid that there. Rebuilt some of this river, but I really want to connect it through there and through there, because that goes all the way out to a whole nother, it's actually with Distant Horizons, you can see the villager town that lives over there. But I want to make it one continuous river all the way around. So that's cool. And we also got to take this path, and this path is supposed to wrap around. And then I think I had it either going over here and over a bridge, or going over here and wrapping around this way. But either way, lots of stuff for the future. But I think that's really cool. And now we need, let's do chest. And, oh, we got rid of our barrels. It's all right. We can grab a barrel from over here. Let's grab a crafting table as well, why not? Boing, 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 boing. Crafting, barrel. Crafting table. What else would he need? Oh, we could just put, instead of a barrel here, let's put the barrel back here. And then we just put a, like, shelf, or not a shelf, but like a table over here, where you can keep other notes or books. And so what maybe we do is an item frame and just a book. Kind of feels a little dark in here. Let's add one more lantern. I want to spam the lanterns, but is this on a server? No, Blow, this is my own creative world. This is my solo creative world project that I've been working on for way too long. Way too long. I was trying to see if there's room for like a private room for him. If there was an area we could put like actual bedroom for him, but I don't think so. I think with these barracks over here, it's over here. Eventually, once I finish the castle, I do plan to release kind of a world download type thing. And so that way, if people want to download the world and check it out in more detail and find all of the different castle secrets, they can. That would be cool. But right now, it's mostly I've got to finish the castle before anything like that is worthwhile. This is a very tiny room. Is it gonna look ugly if I put a wall up here? So one thing that you'll notice in actual castles is that very often they have very, very thin corridors, because it makes it very easily defendable. If enemies were to get in, all of these areas here act as choke points. It only takes 1 or 2 people to be able to defend. So thin stairs and a lot of choke points are really good for a castle. So I don't hate this here. It is a little bit tight, but I think tight's not necessarily bad. And maybe this gives him his own little private room. That comes down like that. And then we just fill in there. Very plain. We'll have to do something with it. I think that works. It kind of gives it a little bit more of a reason for these stairs being here too. Because the stairs kind of go over his room. Now, do I want the door here? I think I want the door here. Ooh. If I put the door there, then I can actually put walls here and give this a little more breathing room. Spruce door, my favorite block in the game. Okay. Oh, I usually do this as well, above doors, especially in a castle. There's no AC in castles. Obviously, there's no air conditioning. And so sometimes having little air venting places like this allows a lot of air flow through said castle without you actually being able to like see anything, because it's private, right? You wouldn't be able to, you wouldn't want to see something in there. And so you can add these little kind of windows just for a little bit of fresh air in said room without actually breaking somebody's privacy. So it's pretty nice. Let's grab stairs. Oop. Super chat not enabled? No, I'm not monetized yet, buddy. Not monetized yet. Maybe one day, but nah, it's a non-monetized channel. So, but I appreciate the thought anyway. That's really cute. Not cute. That's really sweet and very, very kind of you. Oh, I might have. I see. I put the stairs, the slab there. So here's a trick. I put the slab there because I wanted the smooth wall here. However, you can actually put stairs and it'll do the same thing. But now if I put stairs here, it's gonna kind of look weird. So instead, I think if I put stairs like that, oh, it does leave one bit of a gap, doesn't it? So now the question is, if I do it like... Oh, you can't give it the flat wall, right? So I've just put the flat wall against that direction. That's fine. We don't need to do anything more than that. That's fine. Had a bunch of bodies? Yeah, exactly. We need all the villagers packed in here. This is going to be our villager breeder. This one tiny room is our village breeder. What graphics card? That's a great question. Something, I think it's a 1070? No, not a 1070. That sounds weird. I don't know. I'll have to hit me up on Discord and I'll give you a better answer, because I used to know it and I'm not a computer guru in that regard. And so I definitely have to do some poking around to find it. I like that he's got his own little window. That's great. Actually, it might even... Is it going to ruin things outside? Let me take a quick look outside and see if dropping that window down a bit... I don't think it's mirrored on the other side. No, because we have the whole front of the castle there. Yeah, that works. He's got himself a little window. All right. And then we'll put in... So all of these barracks over here are brown beds. The browners. And he's going to be the same. I was thinking about maybe giving him a fancier bed because he'd be a kind of the captain of the guard. But no, he's gonna be just like his mates and the other soldiers. He's not gonna pride himself on having a fancier bed or anything. In fact, he prides himself on the fact that he doesn't have a fancier bed. He's like, yes, this is how it is. I'm one with my men. And I think we need an armor stand of his own armor that's in here. He's got some chainmail armor. Oh, you know, I haven't messed with this yet. I think it's true, though. You can trim chainmail armor, right? Trim. I think we were going with slashes for a lot of this stuff. And I'm going to trim it in redstone. Isn't it redstone that you can use to trim on a smithing table? And an armor stand. Because I think he should have an armor stand of gear out here where it's, you know, more easily accessible. But then he should have an extra set of armor in there that maybe out here is his normal, you know, fancier wear like this. But in there is his here, we'll actually put the smithing table in here in the corner for a second. All right, so trim in red. Yes, you can. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so this is like his ceremonial gear. That's what we'll call it. This is, he only wears this for special occasions. And then we need to grab leather armor. So you can make some really slick armor by using leather armor, gray dye. I think I just used gray dye. I don't think I used light gray. Oh, I didn't grab it. It's my biggest problem when it comes to this. I'm going too quick. And then you need the crafting table to gray dye. Oh, it does look like I used light gray. That's okay. His will be dark. That's fine. And then back to the smithing table. This is what makes him captain. Now, I've noticed that my color schemes for this castle have gotten, like, more and more black and red. Almost looks evil. And I'm like, no, I swear, these aren't supposed to be evil dudes. They're just dudes. This is just the castle motif. But this looks like really evil armor. So maybe we'll have to change the lore and make it an evil castle after all. Who knows? Let's grab a lantern. Got one up here. Throw it in here. Is that too high? I like stuff being out of the way, like lanterns especially. I think people are too gun-ho about putting lanterns, like, right in your face. I like them being really high and out of the way. Oh, that's a problem. I was holding in my hand. That's why I was like, it's so bright. Because I'm holding my hand. Yeah, that's fine. We'll do that. And then we can even put a bed or something above his bed. Maybe like this. And we'll put a chiseled bookshelf in here. I want a little bit of carpet. Like part of a rug. Just part of a rug. And then I need to grab our drawers. Put the drawer down here. And we'll put one drawer there. And then every good room needs a... Yeah, we're getting really packed now. Let's do it here. Cauldron. So the way it usually works is that they would have like buckets of water to kind of wash up in the morning, and then servants would come and refresh, you know, whatever the water was. So, and you wouldn't put it in everything. Obviously, any servants would probably have to go wash outside or something. But for the plebs, they would have to go outside. But for everyone who had a little bit of a station, they could wash up here. And I want to put something here. It never hurts to add extra candles. These are like, usually you can do those as like spare candles. So in case things go wrong, he has an extra candle there. And then what else are we going to put over there? Man, it'd be really cool if you could put drip leaves in pots. I don't think it's true, but nope, you can't. How lame. Dyed leather armor with silence trim looks so crazy. Nice. Oh, it's regal, not evil. I like it. I like it. There should be a data pack or something that makes your hotbar go across the entire bottom of your screen. That would be really slick. Just kind of clean it up a little bit. Yeah, it's man. Just give me more options too. Minecraft long since knows that it has an inventory problem. And I think at this point, they've just kind of given up figuring out the inventory problem. And they're like, look, you're just going to have to deal with it, all right? I'm sorry, it sucks. Good luck, all right? He's going to have an emergency arrow, loaded crossbow. There we go. There's his emergency crossbow. Actually, it'd be really funny if we, item frame. You know, in like movies, they have the crossbow over, not crossbow, but yeah, we'll put it like that. The guns over the fireplace or whatever. This is his crossbow right above the door. You can grab it on the way out. Ah! Go and attack whoever's charging in. Is this a wall? Wall? Nice. Okay, sweet. I can steal a little bit of extra space. Just visually smooths that out a lot, which is nice. Which means I could probably do the same over here, but I kind of like the balance of that. All right. And what should we put over there tool-wise? I don't think we necessarily need a weapon. You know what? We're going to give him a little bit of a history. He used to be passionate about fishing. Way back in the day, he used to go fishing a lot, but times have changed. Things have gotten busy. He no longer gets to enjoy his passion of fishing, and so instead, hanging in front of that, every time he goes to bed, he can look at the fishing pole. Remember the good old days when he used to be able to go fishing. And not anymore. Not anymore. Maybe one day, when he retires from his job as commander, he can go back to fishing. Let's see. Pots, books, beds, colored candles, drip leaf. I'm looking for something else. I just want one other thing, one other decorative thing to go up on the shelf. Throw some TNT up there. He's actually an anarchist. He's ready to blow the building. If the king does one thing I don't like, I'm blowing this castle. The kingdom come. Maybe he has a secret cake. He's stored cake up here. He snuck it out of the kitchen. Oh, can I? If I put it... Nope. There. Oh, it's only going to cut it that way. What? Does cake always get cut the same direction? Which is west to east. Always cuts west to east. Interesting. All right, we'll just do that then. That's fine. Yeah, so we'll say that, you know, he kind of had somebody do him a favor, and now this is his leftover midnight cake that he takes a little bit of bite of every now and then. Cool. I like this. Good room. Close the door. Oh, what's that connecting to in here? That's fine. Oh, let's, because now the chest would be pretty inaccessible, isn't it? We can switch it around and do it like that. And then, just for funds, we'll say that there's nobody's used the corner over here because it's really tight, so there's cobwebs growing in the corner. Some cobwebs in the corner. All right. I think that's pretty good for in here. A lot more detailing that we can do. We could put walls. Nope. The problem with using dispensers in your decoration is that you end up constantly hitting them. Can we do that on the other side as well? Oh, because this is the barracks room. It's just going to be different. This also doesn't have the stairs down. That's it. So yeah, we just have that. That's cool. And then the stairs down. So this wall is a little bit plain. We could throw a painting on it, one of the 3x3s. I need to change out what painting options there are to give it... I don't know. These just feel so not medieval Minecraft. But I don't necessarily like changing out texture packs, or data packs, I guess this would, in this case would be. Because I try to keep things extremely vanilla. Extremely vanilla. Oh. Vibes. One of the things I'm working on, I've mentioned this before on stream, so if this is a repeat, I'm sorry, but is that I want places that I build to look like it's nighttime when it's night. So I do a lot to try to like hide a lot of lanterns and make it spawn-proof safe, but at the same time keep it, you know, dark outside. I don't want it to feel like there's, you know, it's so lit up in the middle of the night. I want it to be, you know, nighttime at night. So this is good. What are we working on next? I want to try to tackle these over here. These are annoying me for a minute. One of the things that is always good to have, I think I technically have it upstairs. Let me check real quick and see what's going on up here. I have this room that I need to do. Oop. So this is the Weaver's room. I've got brown, red, white. Okay. And then those are stairs down. There's a laundry room here. They got a lot more colors. Look at all those colorful towels. But I think I'm going to try to do like a leather stall. Because leather is always in such high demand. Oh, you can actually see that. Oh, I didn't realize that. Let's move you up one. So maybe it's not quite as noticeable. Yeah, I just busted a... Hold on. Sorry, apologies. Getting distracted. So that was the chimney that I added after the fact. It's a very fat chimney. That's fine. Just don't look up, all right? Oh, wait, no, we actually have a solution for this. I used this in a different room. Trapdoors. So you can do something like this. What's really cool about this is that it kind of looks like it's a grate that allows smoke to escape and to go up. We could even move it technically up a little bit. I kind of like it there. So it's kind of a great for smoke to escape through, but it also kind of hides being able to kind of look out. So let's try to do a leather shop and then maybe like a metal / chain shop. Though I really dislike the texture of metal, like iron blocks, because they're so spacey looking. All right, how do you want to do this? What's up, Giga? Blow has summoned me. The build looks sick. Thank you. I don't look at chat much. I'm sorry. I'm running around. I'm doing a whole lot. And again, I'm trying not to go overtime as well. So in Medieval Castle, they had toilets. They had tubes that led to giant waste room under the castle. Those regularly clean. They also had these little side rooms, which I don't actually have many of them that are great for it. But it would basically be on the side of the wall. You would have a little privy room that you would go to, and it would go out. I'll show you, though, if you haven't seen, I do have my favorite bathroom. I'll really quickly pop over into town. All the villagers, most of the villagers live over here in this medieval town that I've built. And then I've got to build the whole castle. The crazy thing about the castle is I built the castle to be like castle ruins. But I wanted to build the castle, then turn it into ruins. And now I like the castle so much, I don't know that I'm going to turn it into ruins. So problems for another day to figure out. But here we go. So if you come over here in this direction where you're in town, you're like, I got to come behind this tree. Here's a little privy, and you can use the probably keep it closed, actually, now that I think about it, because it would stink so bad. There's actually another one over here as well. They're really easy to build, and ooh, gross. Lock it up. But they're super simple to build, these little basically cubes, and then you just put the mangrove toilet seat hole in the bottom, and it's awesome. Oh wait, did I already? Oh, that was the... It's very similar to the flag that I have on the castle, but this is my old flag for the blacksmith because it looks like two sword blades crisscrossing. All right. This is my unfinished ruins down here. There was supposed to be, I think, stables is what most of this is, because they wouldn't have a ton of horses up here because they have to ride the horses all the way across and then all the way down here, and then they'd be able to go out to wherever they need to go. So instead, they just keep the stables down there, and then the horses are easily accessible. But this whole castle is supposed to be like the most impenetrable castle ever. And I think I've done a pretty good job of it. 4 viewers is crazy. Nah, man. You have to be a good YouTuber, like a Minecraft YouTuber. You just got to be really consistent, and you have to be really good at having active... just an active channel, and I am not great at that because my timing on like being able to do builds and stuff is just very inconsistent. And that's okay. I'm not stressing the YouTube game. I have fun, and I do what I can, and YouTube will be YouTube. You know what? That's how it is. Okay. So normally with wares, you come up to the front. I think I'm doing this kind of odd because I built this at an angle. But you would need to be able to come up and buy something, and you still be able to get in. So we're going to just make these very small shops, and that's okay. So let's do spruce stairs upside down. That said, if you wanted to actually, if you're trying to make a big YouTube channel, I have lots of suggestions that I'm happy to give out on how to grow a Minecraft YouTube channel. Something I was thinking about making a video on recently is the fact that people underestimate the power of leaving comments on somebody else's YouTube channel, especially if you have a Minecraft logo, because... Yeah, that's fine. For your like whole YouTube account, because it's free advertising, right? People love to scroll through the comments and see what everyone else is talking about, and when they see your comment, and if you have them really good ideas and really good suggestions on builds or whatever, then they're like, oh, this guy's got some really good ideas, and he's got a Minecraft logo for his channel. Maybe he makes Minecraft builds, and then he goes and checks out your channel. And so it's a thing I don't see a lot of people talking about, but I accidentally do that when I'm just giving suggestions to other Minecrafters. I'm like, hey, have you thought about this? Self-advertising much? Okay, so let's kind of do this same thing, but I'm gonna reverse this table here. And do it again here. Oh. There we go. Install a flatulence mod so the toilets are functional. I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't even know that was a thing. I don't do a whole lot of mod stuff, but I mostly do it for when I am building, or for like visuals. Like I love shaders, and so I do a lot of visual stuff. But that sounds ridiculous and pretty hilarious, to be fair. Let's grab you. When am I ever sane? That's a good question. I think only you would be able to answer that. Have you been building the castle? 18 years? No, man. No, this has been about a year. I think if you look at my YouTube history, I started this about a year ago. And so it's been on and off a year. I was going, my idea was that I was going to be doing like monthly recap videos, but I realized that my build time on this thing is so inconsistent that my recaps would be like, hey, so I had 2 hours this month to build and I got 1 room done. There you go. Good luck. Hope you enjoy. And I was like, that's so lame. And maybe it's just in my head. It absolutely could be just me in my own head type of thing, that I just get in my own head and then I'm like, oh no, no one will want to watch a video about that. And so instead I just do streams and then occasional videos. And that's literally the reason why I jumped into the creative server that Musical Mystery started, was because I was like, I gotta force myself to be a little bit more consistent with some builds, or some videos, because I like doing the videos. I really like doing the videos. I'm just really inconsistent with it. So I was like, no, I'm gonna force myself to be more consistent and make some more videos. And it's been good. It's been helpful. But now I'm on a whole different streak of, my wife was like, dude, you've been building this castle for a year. When are you going to complete it? So now I'm like, okay, I got to focus. I got to hit the grind. I got to get this castle done. So, is this okay? It looks a little chaotic, but I don't hate it. I think I'm probably coming back in here and change some of this into oak, because I think all of it being spruce is probably not going to work in the long run. It needs a little bit of... There's two things you could look at it as. Either A, people have just changed in what the tables are built out of, or B, it's just gotten kind of weathered over time. But in my head, I think this is something that like the king would have, you know, kind of ordered this area to be built. And so that way any, you know, the idea behind it is that any merchants that would come along would be able to kind of set up a quick mini shop, if you will, and pop a shop and set up their shop for whatever it is that they're selling. So, what's up, XXXXX? That's awesome. Hi, Blue. Just gotta lock in, right? Gotta get it done. Gotta get it done. Let's see here. I do actually need to kind of take note of all the different things that I need to finish, because there's actually not as much as I thought there was to finish to get it done. So in here, this shop is beautiful and finished. All of my shops have back rooms for either storage or bedrooms. So this is going to be one of the most detailed builds you've ever explored once I get a world download out there. But in here, I have this room, which I think was supposed to be a glass blowing room, where they do like bottles and everything, because you have all the bottles. I have two rooms up here. This was supposed to be storage. I got the bookbinding room done. That's good. Alchemy laboratory. That's good. Yeah, see, I only have this one here. I think another floor. I have two more rooms. Yeah, this one, I've kind of abandoned this room. Because I'm like, oh my gosh. This is the one of the issues when you do like shells of castles, is that your interior space gets very chaotic, And you're like, oh, great, how am I supposed to fill this in? But we can figure it out. That's the challenge. So, see, okay, here, I'll show you this. I think the best way to do it is we're going to clear the wall there. I want the wall to be like a normal Minecraft wall without the little middle section. There are some stairs. There's some stairs. So instead, if I put stairs here, and then I put the wall here, it's not going to connect to it, right? It's a smooth wall that doesn't connect to the stairs. But then when I go back inside, I can grab my stone, and now it looks like a stone wall. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Nice little trick. What I'll probably just do is fill in this here and do the same thing all across here. And that way I just have a solid stone foundation here to work from. And that'll just be a really tall, maybe what, 2 rooms? This is a hallway, which is very flat. I need to do some extra stuff there. I don't know if I like that. Can open that up. So maybe one really large room in here. Something like that. And then this is kind of... Let's see here. So this is all the servants area, right? This is all the different servants spots. And I know that this is so flat. I need to do something to texture it a little bit. But in here, this is where they're making candles. So this is candles and everything. And then they're making lanterns and chains and a lot of metal working in here, which is actually kind of funny because I realized I don't have an anvil in here. If they're doing a lot of metal working, they would want at least an anvil. So maybe one there. There, we'll do one on each of that. Oh, you know what's fun? If you're into creative, do a chisel or a broken anvil. Give yourself a little texture. Look at that. Oh, it even looks like this chain's wrapped on the top of that. Oh, that's sick. It literally kind of looks like the chain is kind of curled up on top of the anvil. Brilliant. Brilliant. Here, we'll do another one over here just for kicks and giggles. Why not? All right. And then you're coming down the hallway, which I can add a lot of wall texturing there. Look at the sunrise through those windows. These just go straight to downstairs. This, I think, was supposed to be a small storage area. So let's do fences around here. There we go. Be something stored up here. Yeah, this might not need to be a room per se. There'll be something to kind of flesh the room out a little bit. And what we probably need to do as well, which would open up the whole wall I was talking about earlier, is in here, iron bars for ventilation. Ah, I didn't get it. Iron bars, come back. And then in here, we did one between each of these. Let's actually do them too tall. That's fine. And then grab a wall. That's going to connect, but I think that's fine. Oop. We'll leave that there. We'll carry this down one more. And then we can do is add spruce trapdoors along the bottom. What if we do... It sticks out a little bit too much. I want a little bit of something, but what if we just put stone stairs underneath it like this? Underneath each of these kind of archways. That's not bad. Breaks it up just a little bit. Alright, what does that look like from the inside? It's a lot of texture on the wall, but I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Cool. It's always the room for the bodies. Do we have a villager, Oh, you know what? We don't actually have a crypt. That is a really good point. Is that we don't have anywhere... That should be in, like, the bottom of the church, I think. There is a basement to the church. Or I guess this is the basement to the church. All right, I'll show you all. There is a secret room in here. You gotta go upstairs to actually access it. So if you come in back here, and you step on this little pressure plate, door opens, you can come down here, and this is the secret lab area, where they're doing experimentations with amethyst and try to figure out what makes things zombies and whatnot. And so there's all these little jail cells that are a little, let's just say a little creepy. There's also a secret in here, which I won't get into what the secret in there is, but there is a secret. And then you come over here, and unfortunately I haven't figured out how to hide that redstone yet, or this one, but you can step out and it closes behind you, and now you're in here. But I think that there should be some room. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find it. It's a good place. Is that we do need some kind of crypt room, some area that you're going down. Maybe it doesn't have to be under the church. Maybe it's over here. We build doorway. Oh, there's this area here. I think that's what this area should be. It's kind of underneath the main castle as a whole, but there's nothing under here right now. This will be where the bodies are. But I'm gonna have to dig this out off stream, because watching somebody dig dirt on stream is not very fun. But yeah, I think this would be cool. We can even close in the entrance just a smidgen more. And then across the top, I'm gonna sign it. If I know that I like something, I put a sign on it to be like labeling it. This is gonna be the castle crypt. We'll just parentheses bodies. Maybe we'll find some villager heads. Nuke some villager heads. So this was a test. I was testing a bunch of the armor trims because I was trying to see if it works to have the armor like statues. And then B-Dubs goes and steals the idea and puts armor trim statues on top of his new like town hall courtroom thing. And I'm like, bro, I did that like 6 months ago. But I think people have done it a long time as well before, so it's not truly original. But sometimes see, like, look, this is a nice statue. Nice statue with a little pond, a little water coming out. That's actually where the castle gets most of its fresh water from. Every good castle needs to have a source of fresh water, so that way there's no one that can kind of poison the castle and cause problems. So let's see here. Can we look at your build on the outside? Sure. I'm gonna do that real quick. There's a lot. We'll go around the good sides, and then I'll show you the side that's not finished yet. But this tower here, I need to raise it up. It's about half too short. I need to take that same distance and raise it up again. I like this tower being the main prominent tower. The texturing on it's really nice. But the big issue is that this tower just looks absolutely sad. Like, even that is a little bit of a better height than this here. It's such a squat tower, so I'm going to raise that up. But one of the things with the castle is just detail, detail, more detail, and a little more detail. I'm definitely one for wanting to have as much detail as possible. And so that's why it's taken me like a year to work on this thing, is because I want every inch of it to be detailed. And I'm not using, I actually have world edit in the world, and I use it occasionally, but I don't use it for brushes, because one thing with brushes, what is that? Is that oh, you can actually see the cobweb through the window. I don't know if I like that sticking out. It's so bright. Yeah, I might remove that cobweb. Is that the brushes are so random, and you don't get, there's a thing with intentional detail, right? Like, you got to pay attention to how shadows work. You got to pay attention to, like, healthy randomization. This is all hand-built wall here. Cliff. Hand-built cliffside. And there's a lot of intentionality in terms of, like, what bricks I'm choosing, what blocks I'm choosing to have different gradients and whatnot. So, and then you can see over here is where things are a lot more plain, because I just start with shape. I just build some basic shape. And so all of these walls over here, I need to come in and add the gradients to all of it over here. But this is really the last section. Everything else is pretty much done when it comes to the walls. So it's really cool. And if the castle looks a little bit haphazardly built, in the sense that there's kind of buildings slapped on top of other buildings, it's actually by design. It's intentional. I wanted it to feel like this castle has been around for a long time, and that different people have come in and added more and added more and added more. It started off as a lord's manor, and then became a war castle. Then the king came and visited, and then this whole place was under siege, and it gets crazy. It's actually like, I think about 200 years of lore that's supposed to be added into this castle. So I've got a lot of work to do. But storage supply closet, and I got to figure out what to do here, because I can't break through the wall. I think there's one more layer, and then I'm in the kitchen from down here, or I'm in the room that's above this area. But at the same time, there should be something here, and I guess I could just do like a wine shelf. Wine cellar things don't look terrible, but they also don't look great, because you basically just spam it like this, right? And then you just remove one here, remove one there, and then these will probably be standing on end. We'll do one on its side like that. And then you add, I like to do oak buttons, but you can also do tripwire stuff. These are like the corks. Probably wouldn't tap something that high. Can't add a button to the top of here, can I? Nope. Let's do one there. There we go. So, like, that's fine. You know, it's just this wine, I guess a wine, not even cellar, a wine wall. But maybe that's not a bad idea, considering this is the war room in here, where you would have your kind of council meetings with all of the war leaders about who's attacking where and when, and where you got to position your troops within either the castle or within the kingdom at large. So this is the awesome world map that we have, where it's like, oh, they're coming in from the west. This is actually our castle right up there. They're coming in through the river or something, and they're going to be attacking you. They're coming over the mountains. We need to prepare. And so it's good. And maybe this is where the servants could come out and, you know, refill and then bring the wine glasses in. Ooh, you know what would be really a good addition here? We're actually going to do that right now. Is we can add a little wine wheelbarrow. I think it's a grindstone. And then an oak. No, a spruce. There we go. Little cart that's got a barrel on it. We could do, oh, I guess we could maybe put the barrel up here and then do stairs like that. Or is it better to put the stairs like this? That might be better. Actually, I like that better. And so if that's the case, then let's change it out for oak. And that way there's some contrast difference between it and the barrel, so they're not kind of like blending into each other. There you go. A little wheelbarrow. Barrel wheelbarrow. Say that 10 times fast. All right. Moving back out. Where were we? Still haven't gotten through this, which is fine. I don't mind the small interruptions because they help me kind of think and figure out what it is that I'm doing. So, leather horse armor. And then I guess we just do brown... Could do brown concrete powder. We're actually... Okay, so this is a little bit chaotic, but I'm going to do it anyway. The way that this works is that I don't like using shulker boxes for a lot of my builds, because to me, shulker boxes are endgame items, right? They're shulkers. However, visually, it kind of does look like leather draped over something, doesn't it? Just a little bit. I think we're going to use it as, like, piled up leather in this particular case. And I think we'll go with it. And so then we need to do a carpet. This also works. And banners. Other banners. And then we can put maybe one over here. The one there. Yeah, see, this is where the light oak almost looks better than the spruce, because the brown of the leather is kind of blending into the spruce. But let's do a trapdoor here. Why not? And then an item frame with leather horse armor. And I think we can do an item frame on the side of here. Will that pop off? I don't think it'll pop off, even with the carpet. I think that's okay. And we can do some leather back here. And maybe an armor stand with just some leather gear on it. We won't worry about the leather boots. Well, actually, leather boots are such a common thing. Maybe we do leather boots. Haha. But we'll do it separately. We'll do it here. Just the leather boots. Cool. Well, one shop of 3 down. Let's go. Don't say you're bad at Minecraft building. No, man. There's the difference between like being inexperienced and just, you know, needing to take some time. So I would not say that I was great at Minecraft building for a long time. I don't even know that I would say I'm great at Minecraft building now. It's just that I take a long time with the Minecraft building. When you take a lot of time and you really just slow down, the thing is, it's so easy. I do this, all right? So this is not a you. This is not anything like that. This is a me. I compare myself a lot to people who, big Minecrafters. And they build full time. They do it all day long. That's their whole job, is to just do nothing but build in Minecraft. So of course they're going to be really good. And of course my builds are going to look really lame in comparison, because they do it all the time. And so you got to kind of step away from that mentality and say, hey, whoa, hold on a second. I do not have to be an expert at this, all right? I am not an expert at this. This is what I do for fun. This is what I do when I'm enjoying, myself, and it's a hobby. And there are things that I want to get better at and look at a lot of references. And then if you do YouTube, don't build just for thumbnails. That's how you end up with a lot of YouTubers who build this big, shell of a thing. And they're like, oh, look how epic it is. And then you go inside and it's empty and there's no life in it. But I want my shops to have life. I want there to be reasons behind it, history and lore and all this sort of stuff. So just take your time. I do have a Discord. I do message people actually when we talk in there a good bit. So you're welcome to chat with me in there. But I think what I'm going to do right now, I'm not really figuring out quickly what I'm going to do for these other two shops here. I got the leather shop. I'm happy with that. But I'm going to do, I think, the glass blowing shop I've been thinking about for a long time. So I think I'm going to build that. The question is, do I do it in that room? Or do I do it in... No, this is definitely supposed to be storage. So, and upstairs I think is too big. This is supposed to be kind of a small room. So we'll do it in here. Give me a lantern. Get a little bit of light. And... do it here. And then, so I'll just kind of walk through real quick, and then I think I gotta run smooth stone. So to build this room, we need shelves, right? That's the first thing we're gonna need. Shelves usually have something solid on each side, and now we can put something in the middle. Bam. Now it looks pretty solid, right? Now we got a whole nice shelf here. Quick question I have is, can I put a... If it's glass blowing, they're going to be producing a lot of heat. There's a bookbinding thing right above them. So we don't really have a good place for a chimney. We're going to fake one anyway. Actually, I'm going to do deep slate. So again, process is glass blowing usually involves... oh, that's going to hit that, isn't it? Do I care? I don't think I care. Heat, because you have to heat up the glass. So we're gonna build a mini... Oh, I could use that space over there. What is above here? Is this just the wall? It is just the wall. So what if we do like that? Kind of sticking out into our walkway, isn't it? I don't know if I love this. We'll come back to it, deal with it later. It kind of ruins... I did have a little bit of a... not really parkour, but... Because I'm really bad at parkour, so I can't even test it out myself. But a little bit of way that you could sneak into... across here. I'm going to try it and fail it on stream right now. And then you come over here, you jump up here, cross this... Step up here, and then if you're really good, I've been told this is possible. Oh, I did it. Nice. And then hop over the broken stone, come up here. Park. Oh, nope. I failed that. Let's try one more time. No. I think this is possible. You get up here, and then you can sneak into the castle. Oh, it's because I'm crouching. I got to remove something from my hand. There we go. And open that up. And now you can sneak into the castle from here. And there's actually a way from there to pretty quickly get up to the king's chambers. Okay, I'm going to have to come in here, close that, and then close that. To get up to the king's chambers, which are mostly decorated at the moment. But well, I don't know that I love that. So I think what we may do is just not worry about it. And we'll say that the smoke is just, you know, caught and goes out a little vent. Oh, you know what? Maybe we... I get so distracted. Where does this actually exit? That's in the floor of the wall, isn't it? It's here. Wow, this is actually pretty deep. But that does give me an idea. What is that? Oh, that's a bookbinding room. Yep. It's not gonna work. We'll just pretend that there's a little vent over here that the smoke escapes from. It'll be what it'll have to be. Sometimes you can't add perfect realism into Minecraft. It is a video game after all. But the attempts to do it are what, you know, add a lot. So we're gonna make this a forge. Now, is there anything underneath here? There's not, which is excellent. So let's go ahead and add deep slate bricks. We're gonna get nether. We're gonna get a flint. We're gonna get deep slate walls. Actually, they don't like that. So we're gonna make this 1 wide. Because out here, you would actually see these walls, and that's gonna look a little bit weird. So we're just gonna make it 1 wide, and that's fine. And then we're gonna use a mangrove trapdoor, if I can actually grab it. What that's gonna make it look like is a forge that has a very small hole opening to be able to put stuff into. Now this is pretty low, so I'm actually going to go up 1 higher. And we're gonna do it up here. But because we want that... See, now the question becomes, how do we cover up our netherrack? How do we cover up the netherrack? Good question. Oh, we can also do an iron trapdoor up here. Same kind of vent thing we were talking about earlier. But if we put a bunch of deep slate behind it, we can actually even put blackstone to make it even darker if we want. Like, it is just absolutely smoke and soot covered. Perfect. Now, how do we deal with this is a good question. I'll deal with that in a moment. One thing we're going to do is we're going to add another fireplace in the corner and a shovel, because anytime that you have a fire, you're probably going to want to have wood to toss into the fire. So we're going to do that. And then probably need a couple of chairs over here. I'm going to move these a little bit closer. Like so. We might just use the spruce trapdoor. Cover it up like that. That's not bad. That's not bad. It's not great. That's not bad. All right. And then we're going to get glass. But we probably need an actual, like, barrel of sand. Because that's what they would turn into the glass, right? So if we do sand in the corner here. Oop. I might need this kind of right next to it. Okay, so there's our barrel of sand. And then we're going to get an item frame for our shovel. They'd be shoveling the sand into there. And then... Oh, we could use the suspicious sand too. So it looks a little more... Yeah, a little more broken up. I like that. And then... Do we have a good carpet for sand? I don't think so. Nah, we don't have really any tan sand. But I am kind of wondering now, sand. There you go. Keep that one out as well. Is there anything under here? There's not! Excellent. So you could do something like this as well. Like it's scattered sand that has fallen on the floor. So think about stuff like that, right? People make messes. So if they scattered sand on the floor, it would just kind of end up down there like that. So, all right. Now, when glass blowing, you need your glass, which is totally fair, but you also have to have usually a pipe to blow through it. And so we're actually going to use a lightning rod to be as if this is what they, there we go, are using to blow the glass with. And now maybe, Oh, I have a really dumb idea. All right, bear with me. Armor stand. Nope, this way. Nope, we're gonna put it here. And then... we get redstone. And a piston. Okay, what we may have to do is do armor stand this way. And then piston the lightning rod like this. Yeah! Yeah, that's working. Okay. And then we need you here. And a piston. Well, it kind of shoved the armor stand a little bit far forward, but I'll take it. That's good enough. Good enough. So, what it's supposed to look like is that this is the rod that they use to blow the glass with, and that it's sitting on kind of a stand. What I'm kind of now realizing, though, is that it's shoved forward. It would be way better if it was shoved backwards the other direction. And technically, we could manage to do that, right? So, we're going to be ridiculous, as we usually do. And we started with the armor stand here, but this time I need to do rod. There we go. And then haha, takes a little bit of time, but I think that looks awesome. That's so ridiculous. All that effort just to put one little pipe for blowing glass through it. I'm ridiculous. Totally ridiculous. All right, we got to wrap this up. What I'm gonna finish up doing is I want a brewing stand. I want bottles. I want item frames, and I think that maybe... oh no, I wanted one more thing, which was a stained glass, because stained glass is cool, and they can dye the stained glass over here. So we'll do this. Can we put empty bottles in here? Oh, does it show up as empty bottles? Nah, they still show up as red. That's okay though. The idea is there. Technically this would just be a stand for holding the empty bottles, but... and we'll do one over here. Actually, we'll do... so you can use a copper brush and then dye as like paint. And this is kind of a cool combo. And so now it's like... this is the brush they're using to paint the glass to stain it, right? It's kind of neat. Pretty neat, I think. I want something else to go over here, but I'm out of time. So I'm just going to put another bottle over here for now. And we'll come back a little bit and add some more in here. But this is a good start. I wonder if we could do... white stained glass and a chain. There we go. It's like they're hanging the glass to dry. And we'll do a yellow and a gray. Is that too dark? Might just go with, yeah, you can't even see it. Glass. Cool. That is gonna have to be it for today's stream. We got some glass blowing room going on. Still could use some more details as always, but hopefully that kind of walked you through some of the process that I use when it comes to making the details of a castle. And there are no stairs to be seen. And we haven't textured the walls. There's a lot that we haven't done, but I think this is a good starting point. So we can even do that to add like structural integrity to the room. It adds a little bit of detail to it. So thank you all for coming out and for hanging out. And we'll catch you all in the next stream. Have a good one. Ooh, I might add the iron bars in here. Add windows when you can. Let some natural light in. One more room off our checklist. Let's go. Thank you for subbing, XXX. I appreciate it.